Hello, hello, I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today, we're looking at Ting-Lu and Ting-Lu alone. And man, let me tell you, these ruins of treasure, that's what they're called, treasure of ruins, are proving that they're ruining my recordings, because the first one wasn't recording. The second one I just realized also had a recording fuck up. I mean, like, it can be salvaged, but I am very much not looking forward to editing these guys. Let's find out how Ting-Lu can curse me this time. I feel like there was another World of Warcraft thing that, yeah, he mentions World of Warcraft right there, so I guess that's maybe not. I don't know. I don't World of Warcraft. I thought maybe he was going to connect it and make a World of Warcraft themed Treasures of Ruin, which would have been like, that's neat, but I don't know shit about it. It's funny, I actually just saw Colossus on Reddit and was like, I could acknowledge that, but I don't fucking feel like it. And here it is, number one on Ranker. So, will I acknowledge it? I guess. Do I think it's a good nickname? It's very bland. But the comment I was going to make was that it looks like it came out of Shadow of the Colossus, and that was going to be where I left it. I don't care for his name. It's not worth anything. Quake, right below it. It's half of Earthquake. It's also its own little video game franchise, too. You could use it as a ground type nickname if you want to. It's kind of bland. I want to fact check this before saying anything, and I was correct. Bullwinkle, you get it, bull. It's based off moose, elk kind of thing. So Bullwinkle stands out as a unique name, but it's never been one that I'm just like, oh, hell yeah, that one's so great. We've seen it in the past on very, very rare occasions. Midna, we can acknowledge that one. I think there's better places to put it than right here. Now, I don't hate Trojan, but I don't think I would recommend that, because I kind of get it based off just, the way it looks. You could argue, like, kind of akin to a Trojan horse, but I still don't think that I would recommend that. See, now this is the type of shit that I like. This is why, we highlight names that it's like, it can come across as just very simple and not much at first, but when you really think about it, I'm like, no, these are kind of like powerful words. So the idea of this is very Binding of Isaac Bayonetta style, and I love that. Yeah, the Four Horsemen. It makes sense. I was also kind of just thinking about like how many plagues was it? 7 plagues? 12 plagues? Okay, well, looking at the 7 plagues, kind of weird actually, because you couldn't really name it flies or frogs, but that kind of crossed my mind when I was reading this with famine in particular and death. Really, the 7 plagues wasn't so bad, except for, the death of the firstborn son. That was, they started off with a bang, and it just kind of, got weird and random. Another idea is 7 deadly sins. That was something we came across with the Ultra Beasts. That I thought was a really cool idea. I hate reading this because I didn't think about it. But yeah, I suppose Ting-Lu could be a better choice for Dai Gui, the Earth Demon from Jackie Chan, who is a Earth Bull. But I don't nickname legendaries, so fuck it. And on top of that, Dai Gui don't got no fucking nacho bowl chip head looking ass. I'm actually surprised I haven't come across a single joke about his head yet. Oh wait, there's one. Bullwinkle. That's better than Bullwinkle. I approve of that. That's a stupid joke, but not just calling it bowl. Or, not naming your Avalug table because you're a 6-year-old child with no fucking creativity. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, could that work? Hold on. It could, in a very bad way. I was thinking about Majora's Mask and the 4 giants, and I was like, well, what if you named each one after a boss? You could do Odalwa, what was the fucking first guy called? Qianpao? No. Odalwa the Wo-Chien. Ting-Lu could be Got. Ting-Lu could be Got. Chi-Yu could be Gyorg. And then that kind of just leaves Qianpao as the last one with twin mold. And admittedly, only 2 of those actually fit. But it was just an idea I had while reading this stuff. Just go ahead and highlight this site can't be reached. That is this one. Here's another bowl joke, but I'll give it props. People are not being they're making jokes, but adding a little more substance to it rather than just chip or something like that, They're making more of a pun out of it rather than just being one-dimensional. They're at being 1.5 dimensional. Okay, we've reached the bottom. I feel like some of these bottom links are the exact same. I feel like I looked at this one on one of the previous ruins before too. With that, I already looked at and this, and they're irrelevant. And that's that. So, Ting-Lu, which I feel like I might have been calling it the wrong name. I don't know. I'm real. It's actually kind of hard for me to remember the names of like any of them because I get them mixed up. Audio test. Oh my gosh! Okay, so check this out. Check this out. Here, let me break the immersion a small bit. So right here, my audio is not coming through on there at all. But like I said, I always have a backup. So I don't know why, but yes, the curses keep going, and I don't know what's happening. What the fuck? Anyway, that's the end. The comment suggestion we have is just one. Ground blight after the shine. That ground blight. That's very Breath of the Wild. Fossilized. There you go. Chip bowl. There's something lazy and uninspired. That's the kind of shit that I was expecting. Broken hat. Also the kind of shit I was expecting. Lazy, inefficient, no effort whatsoever. It's actually kind of refreshing to know that it was not on Google itself, but elsewhere. I didn't have anything written down because don't nickname legendaries, and nothing kind of came to mind anyway. But any ideas and suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. Let us know what you'd use and recommend. Again, if you could think of paired nickname ideas for them, that will strengthen it. Also going to be that guy. I really hate how lazy they're getting with the abilities of these Pokemon. Like, all of the quartet, it's just like, oh, this just lowers a stat. All the Paradox Pokemon, oh, this just boosts a stat. All of the fucking Sword and Shield legendaries, just boost a stat. The Ultra Beast, just boost a stat. Could you guys stop? What happened to the creativity? You could do something else. You could give it a different ability instead of just being like, oh, just a stat. It doesn't hurt you to try. Doing your job. If you can't do your job, just quit. Find someone else. You're making up abilities to program more shit just so you can continue to be lazy. A lot of it is the same shit under a different name. This time. Sometimes Kung Fu Panda will po. Relevant. Stupid shit name is worth anything. Ooh. Bruh. Pick over. Bad is in the sides. We have S-Car growth right here.